What's going on, everyone? Giofvcks, Side Perspectives. And today, I just want to talk about what my perspective. Now, this is Giofvcks perspectives, my perspective. This is mine, right? This is my opinion, right? Based off of some research, but it's mostly my opinion. So, you can correct me, you can add your opinion, you can put your 2 cents, you can put your perspective, right? That's why I call this page Psych Perspectives. So, my opinion, my humble opinion, high value. What does high value mean to me? I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I respect it. Yeah, I can dig it. But at the same time, and addition to, there's a lot of flaws and a lot of hypocrisy and a lot of double standards and just a lot of bullshit. It's a lot of high value bullshit, right? So yes, you should esteem, if you a high value man, woman, person, being, you should esteem, right? To want to be the best that you can be. My neighbor's kids. You should want to esteem to want to be that. You should want to be a good person. So for example, me, I always got to keep it transparent. Looking back at myself, right? I want to be the best man I can be, right? I want to be the best person I can be. Best being. And that would mean I need to hold myself accountable, right? So what gets me about the high value people is that, again, you're so high value. You're a high value man. You're a high value woman. You're a high value person, right? Yet you're single. What is that? What is that? Right? Everybody wants you because you're high value. Everybody's on your jock. They're riding saddle. They're on your tit. Okay? They're slobbing. You are the only water in the desert. Everybody's coming for your glass of water. You're so high value. High value, you're high demand. Yet, you're single. Yet, you're alone. Yet, you haven't met other high value people. I guess you're the only high value person. And after a while, when you really start listening to some of this shit does come off narcissistic and very egotistical. Okay? And then also, I'm living proof of how full of shit this can be, right? This is what I mean by the transparent moment. I used to be one of those, look, I got my education, got my degree, I'm high value, I got my career, I work, look at this money I have, look at this degree. But it was really just covering up in my insecurities. It wasn't really... And again, I had all of this and I was still single. And I'm still single now. But the difference is, I'm okay. Because I recognize it. Yeah, I'm working and esteeming to be a high value man. A high value person. But I don't see myself there. And I know I have issues and I have problems. And I feel like a lot of these high value people, they get on here, basically looking down upon everybody and literally shaming and guilting folks for being human. Everyone's not going to have the perfect body. Everyone's not going to have all the money. Everyone's not going to have all the education. However, on the flip side, in support of high value, because like I said at the beginning of this video, there are some key points that I totally agree with. Like, you should want to be, if you're high value and you're so well put together, and the reason why I appreciate the high value stuff too, because it also, at the same time, it makes you look at yourself, right? If you're so put together, then I can see you demanding that you want a well put together person, because you too are well put together, right? Or is it the other way around? Because again, my opinion, right? Because a lot of times people want these high value partners, but they themselves are not high value. And see, this is with the narcissism or the egotism, you know, is all wrapped up into it. It's just the simple fact that you want everyone else to be perfect, but you're not perfect. And then the hypocrisy starts coming in. So my thing is, okay, I support being high value. I'm all for that. We should be esteeming to, you know, get our shit in order, get it correct. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, education, etc. We should. I totally agree. You know, we should carry ourselves with high self-esteem. High self-esteem, though. High self-esteem, not egotism, not you being narcissistic and looking down on other people and shaming folks. But then, like I said, the very thing that you're shaming, you also have, or you're doing behind closed doors, because that's how a lot of people are. They'll sit up here and talk about, as we are seeing with a lot of these relationship coaches, you know, they sitting up here telling you how to avoid narcissistic people, but they are narcissistic, right? They're telling you about signs of cheating, and they're cheaters. Their own relationships are full of shit. You feel me? And that's how most of us are, because we all have our own skeletons in the closet. We all do. Look at it this way. Look at all these, you know, these trees in the backyard. Imagine these trees are skeletons, or just imagine these are all the trees in my woods. I have a lot of trees here. Okay, so that's my whole point. Like, we have a lot of issues ourselves. So, you know, a lot of times people project. And then it's kind of, it's a slap in the face. They project it, right? So I'm a cheater, but yet I'm teaching you as a relationship guru, coach, whatever I want to call myself. Because that's another thing. Everybody got all these titles. And don't get me wrong, I respect folks and their titles. I get it. You know, I'm all about respect, you know. But don't get to the point where you are so high, because you're so high value. Don't get to the point that you so up here that you start looking down on other people. Now, at the same time, if that's not your cup of tea, that's not your cup of tea. All respect to it, because we do have preferences. Though they may be rooted in bigotry and ignorance, including mine, because I know I have preferences too. And yes, they're rooted in ignorance. A lot of them are rooted in ignorance and bigotry. I take accountability for that, and I am working on that, but I take accountability, right? I recognize my bullshit. But that's okay. But don't be sitting up here thinking you bigger and better. I don't know. And then my thing is this. Okay, like I said, if we all supposed to be striving to be high value, and we are self-proclaiming to be high value. See, this is another thing that don't get me right. No, yes, you should have your own sense of self-worth, right? You should have a sense of self-worth. This is all very true. While at the same time, it's easy to say what you bring to the table. But what do other people say you bring to the table? What do other people have to say about your character? what do other people have to say about you? That also plays a role. It's a mixture, right? It's a nice, really complex, really jacked up mixture, okay? Because again, I say this because again, if you're so high value, right? Everybody wants you, everyone's seeking you, yet all of these high value people, everybody's striving to be high value, yet everybody's single, and everybody's running into narcissists, and everybody's running into toxic codependents, and everybody's running into users and people who are emotionally unavailable. And a lot of this is because everybody is coming from traumatic backgrounds, households, families, communities, because humans are traumatic. And will continue to be, unfortunately. I don't know. But I'm just saying, for my opinion, yes, I'm striving to be a high value man, person, being. While at the same time, it really is to each his own, because what you consider to be high value may not be high value to me, and what I consider to be high value may not be high value to you. And that's another thing. Like, yeah, we have, a generalized definition of what, matter of fact, let me know, and I'm gonna leave this in the description too, and I might put it in a comment and pin it. What is high value to you? What does high value mean to you? What's a high value man? What's a high value woman? What's a high value masculine, feminine, non-binary person, being? What do you consider to be high value? Let me know. I'm very curious, because everyone, I feel like a lot of us may have some similarities and some commons. Like, there are some generalized notions. But I do think that we also can have differences. Everyone has, and then what you might be striving might be different a little bit over here, or completely, or maybe not so much, but we all have our own uniqueness. So let me know what you think is high value. But anyways, that's a part of my opinion. I have more think tanks on this, or think talks, discussions on this. But anyways, oh man, I cannot believe that it was 82 degrees in April. I mean, at the beginning of April. All right. I'm about to head out. Oh, shout out to Alex Dave. Black Excellence. You know me. My thing is, I always like to represent local businesses. People of color businesses, black folks, brown folks, women, LGBTQ+, working class, small businesses, you feel me? Anyways, y'all stay safe, stay blessed. Get vaccinated if you can. Wash your hands, stay 6 feet apart, and y'all still wear your mask. Please keep your mask on, okay? When you're out and about and around folks. But anyways, I'm out.